before.
Hey, we're live.
We are live, and it is Wednesday night. We are here, as always, on the Twitters, and many times on Facebook Live as well for
Stevie TikTok.
Yay! So tonight's topic is Captain Marvel EDU.
Oh, yeah.
And I must say that we are excited because tomorrow night,
At this time,
we will be at the theater watching.
That's right.
So we're pretty excited.
In advance.
That's right.
Captain Marvel.
So
it's going to be great.
We shall see how that goes.
So tonight we're doing Captain Marvel EDU as a shout out to Captain Marvel.
That's right.
So 24 hours.
That's right. Absolutely. So the question, welcome question, of course. Introduce yourself and let us know who is your favorite superhero and why. Favorite superhero and why. Oops. Well. Hey, you're saying the same thing as me. Oh, you put more than one.
I have two.
But you said superhero.
So I could put what I want.
Singular.
And since the person who doesn't like to follow rules.
That's right. So favorite superhero for me would be Iron Man because he has super cool.
I like because he's sarcastic.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he is able to create.
So I like both Captain America and Iron Man. So Captain America Civil War was tough for me. I didn't know which team to pick. In the end, I was Team Iron Man, but Captain America, he's just badass. He's kind of a dork as a person.
True.
But when it comes to when the shit hits the fan, he's just a badass. He gets stronger the braver he gets. So
right.
I think that's just freaking cool. That's just me. We're off to a start on the Twitter. So Sarah's here. Sarah, you're gonna be taking doing some double duty on Twitter and the Facebooks.
Nice.
You've done that before. So you set the precedent.
That's right.
Oh, tonight you're drinking.
Oh yes, this is a good one
from Paso Robles. Caparoni, probably our new favorite winery now.
I think it is.
Yes, just by this little old man and his son.
Yep.
Doing this winery, they have like the lowest price of all. Don't let the low price scare you away. The price point is perfect.
For every single bottle, it's 18.
It's 18.
Or is it less? No, it's less.
It's 18 unless you're a member. That's $12.50.
That's why I was thinking 12.
Members, bought a whole bunch of the Caparoni bottles.
This does not taste.
There's no blends at all.
Doesn't taste like an $18 bottle.
No blends.
Tastes like a $50 bottle.
Yeah, and it's our style. It's unfiltered. We love unfiltered wine. No, it's drier. It's dry. It's got the heat. It's just got everything we like. But we love unfiltered. So Caparoni.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's actually in San Miguel actually. So just.
It's right there though.
Yeah, it's right. Close. We're up the 101. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Yep. Caparoni. Good stuff.
Look it up.
Oh man, we have Bill Huber from St. Louis.
That didn't drop for me yet.
All right. Yeah, St. Louis here on Twitter. So, you know what, Romeo? One of these days when we meet up, talk about the Legend of Tuhu in my old.
Oh, there you go.
I'll bring a bottle. You'll love it, Romeo. Let's see. We have Kim Calderon. Of course, she likes the Hulk. That's a duh for Kim because he's a scientist.
That's right.
Yep. Kim Calderon from Fowler is in the house. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see.
So we've got question one should be dropping soon.
When it's United and Barca in the Champions League final, I'll bring a bottle.
There you go.
One to share and one to celebrate.
All right. Oops.
Let's see.
There we go. Michelle Cruz is here.
Oh. Michelle Cruz
she helped out with.
She looked like a Google certified trainer to me.
Did.
I mean, that's just what I saw.
I know.
Yesterday, so I mean,
that's pretty incredible. Good stuff. So we're talking Captain Marvel EDU tonight.
That's right. Can't wait for that movie tomorrow. This 24 hours from now, we'll be in the theater.
That is correct.
Yep, seeing that movie. Can't wait.
That's right.
Supposedly, Captain Marvel is supposed to be the most powerful hero in all of Marvel. So that's actually going to be part of one of the questions
powerful?
later. Yes, the most powerful.
Really?
Yep.
And not of the male persuasion.
No, and she's a chick.
Isn't that interesting?
That's right.
Just saying.
That's right.
These misogynist pigs that think that women can't do anything, they're wrong. Thank you, Captain Marvel. Yeah. Just saying. Just saying.
So question 1 just dropped. So Captain Marvel gained her powers due to a fortunate accident. So what's something that's happened accidentally that's helped your career? What's been a fortunate accident in your career? I have quite a few. No, so think like think of serendipity. It's just kind of like, oh, it wasn't planned. It just kind of happened. Almost accidental. So sometimes that's the best stuff.
True.
All right, so let's say I've been a beneficiary quite few the accidents. Let's see. Which one should I talk about?
I'm talking about applying for the TCOE job, my Tulare County Office of Ed job,
Yeah.
and not even like I applied like on a whim.
Anyway, let's see here. I'm gonna have to say.
I don't know if that was accident. It was kind of accidental. Certainly wasn't something purposeful.
I don't know which one to say. There's so many. Oh, okay. Was when
There's plenty more.
Yeah.
Plenty more for me.
I'm gonna say the one where I, just started applying for random freaking to present, and here I am today. That's kind of what kickstarted this whole thing. Randomly applied. Crap. There you go. To present at KFQ. Forgot I did.
And then who told you that you were on there? Who told you?
Some hot chick.
Oh, that'd be me.
Yes.
I'm going to answer this question again. Something happened that accidentally improved my career. Let's see. What's another one? Let's welcome Kim Bogus here as well.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to welcome her.
All right. Let's see.
We got 2 Kims.
Ooh, 2 Kims. All right.
Let's see here.
Oh,
All right,
man.
and Michelle has an answer.
Okay.
She says she originally applied for an elementary position and didn't get it. Got a call a month later for a position in middle school. 8 years later, still teaching 6th grade. So that's kind of opposite of what happened to me, Michelle, because I applied for everything because at that time it was hard to get jobs. But I applied for kindergarten and middle school, and I got the kindergarten job, accepted it, and then hours later got the call that I had gotten the middle school job, ELA middle school in Dinuba, which was closer, but I'd already accepted the Orosi job, and I just couldn't say no to that. But I loved having that kindergarten experience. I think it made me a better teacher. So preferred at the time.
I don't know. It might have
middle
been,
school.
I could say maybe it's
ELA.
possibly an accident. I could probably say it's a happy accident because, how I got to Orosi was similar because I was at a job fair at Fresno Pacific way back in 2005. And I went all morning before breakfast to the job fair, applied for all the districts that I wanted, which were at the time would have been Fowler, Selma, Washington Union. Those are the schools I really wanted. And I said, okay, after lunch, I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna go pick random places and just do practice interview, just for the practice. And the one for Orosi was the worst. Yes, and Leanne's watching right now, and your predecessor, Mr. Alvarado, interviewed me, and it was the worst interview ever. He wasn't even paying attention to me. Just reading off a script and looking away. I'm like, dude, this guy does not even care. This is ridiculous. And who the hell calls me first was Orosi and offered me a job right on the spot. And back then, history jobs were impossible to find.
Right.
So he gave me 24 hours to think about it. So I took it. I needed a job. And then a couple of days later, all those other schools called me back. Similar
to my story.
Here I am.
Same thing. Yep. See, Orosi was smart. They got us quick before we got the other offers.
Yep. That's nuts, man. Let's see. Howard Cuyuna.
Ed is here.
Oh,
Ed's here.
Howard Cuyuna from the Bay Area says he's told, we need you to teach science and start robotics. Seemed like a moonshot. But it worked out. It's awesome. Aren't moonshots the best?
That's right. That's good stuff.
All right, Howard Cuyuna. Jennifer Scott is lurking.
Okay.
Ed from somewhere USA says my favorite superhero is my mom and his grandma.
See. Oops. So, you know how I had the Tiger Tech team at Jefferson, our student team dedicated to creating supports for students in the school with technology proficiency? You know that happened by accident, right?
She'll have the same experience with Mr. Alvarado.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, good old Roel.
So did you know that Tiger Tech team was kind of by accident?
Really?
I was trying to help solve a problem because the teachers wanted they needed smaller groups for intervention when they deployed all the kids. And so I said, well, I don't know, I guess I could do some like technology kind of club.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like doing that purposefully. It just kind of, the opportunity accidentally showed up, and that's, the rest is history.
Even just becoming a tech coach was kind of serendipitous because I was at an LCAP meeting, the very first LCAP meeting we ever had in our district.
Okay.
And I was put in a group with our former director of CNI, Tanya. And from that point on, she's like, okay, I want to bring you to high school now. Okay. And then within 6 months of seeing me, what I do, just kind of organically with tech, wasn't anything special or anything as advanced as I do now, but just what I did, she's like, here, we need a tech coach.
Nice.
There we go. Like, it was all because of that one meeting that led me to that. Otherwise, I don't go to that meeting, I probably wouldn't have moved to high school as quick as I did and got being offered that job. It was nuts. All right, so question 2 just dropped. It says, before Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel, she was an Air Force pilot. What is something you did before becoming an educator?
Oh, I did a lot of things. Let's see.
For becoming a full-time educator. I've always been I was a soccer coach. And event staff. Let's see. And did
I forget anything? I don't think so.
And what's the word?
I don't know.
Salad bar attendant at Hometown Buffet.
I
job of my
hate that
freaking
place. Hate
Worst
that place.
job of my life. Oh my god.
Michelle, I would have been clumsy as a waitress as well.
That's right. You definitely
Same thing. I would have had the personality, but I would have dropped stuff, and then they would have. Yeah, not good. Not good.
Michelle's pretty clumsy. I've seen it.
Is she clumsier than me? I'm pretty clumsy.
Oh, I don't know. Is
it a tie?
It might be. Bill Huber from St. Louis was a basketball ref.
Okay.
There you go. Brian from New Jersey. He was and still been most of my life a waiter in a restaurant. He also worked as a financial advisor.
Okay.
All right, Brian Costello. He's pretty happy, obviously.
We have someone new here, Ms. W, at Ms. W Teaches on the Twitters here, and she is from California as
Ms.
well.
W. Let's see. Ms. W Teaches from SoCal, 4th grade.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
She can barely name superheroes well, but she's a favorite. Fair enough.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fair enough.
No problem.
Quite a few outsiders today, more than normal.
There's no such thing as an outsider.
Amy Downs, going back to question 1, says she accidentally met you and I, babe, at a CDQ meetup.
Accidentally?
And with our encouragement, she got her certifications levels 1 and 2.
Oh,
she came to the boot camp that I put together with that tech team in Orosi. So
that's awesome.
David,
I think
David
I remember
Platt
that.
says that he says more divine providence, but Matt Miller came to his session on vocabulary at Q Bold.
Nice.
It changed his trajectory for sure.
Nice.
I'd say so because now you're an innovator, David.
Hey, Judy's here.
Judy B's in the house.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what about Judy? Judy, the question for question 2 says before Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel, she was an Air Force pilot. What is something you did before becoming an educator?
George Couros is watching.
Hey, welcome to
Don't worry, George.
the weekly.
I make sure she blogs every week. I got your back, bro.
That's right.
I really have to twist her arm.
I like writing.
Yes.
So this is our weekly Facebook Live.
That's right.
Well, we're weekly on Twitters every week.
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
We've been consistent
Almost
lately.
Lately consistent.
We
yeah.
totally lagged on the podcast. We did like 4 episodes, and then we're like, what? We just kind of life took over. But
So
Bill Hoover said he used to slang ice
Okay.
cream.
Oh, okay.
So Bill from St. Louis.
Nice.
Slang ice cream. Love that.
So Ms. W from California, 4th grade teacher, says, not an accident exactly, but she started teaching when there was nothing but temp contracts. Much like around here today, actually. Each job got me the experience that got me the next job. Wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't bounced around at the beginning. Very good.
So Brian Costello, he's like, first he says, I'm surprised I'm here. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm like, dude, Man United won today. How could you actually, after that game, how could you be sleep? He's like, I can't sleep. I'm so amped up. His wife asked him why he was sweating at dinner. We've all been there.
That's
Cannot
funny.
blame you, bro.
Oh, look, Judy Blakeney was a banker.
Whoa.
Then adopted a child in 96, got laid off from banking and became a teacher.
Nice.
I love to hear these stories. I think this is really resonating with Brian too, because his book that he wrote, Teacher's Journey, talks about how we all have these different journeys to become educators, and that some know from the beginning they wanted to be educators, and that's one journey, and that's great. But he validates lots of different types of journeys. He talks about John Carippo.
Yep.
He has him in the book. So some interesting stories for sure. Definitely check that out if you haven't already.
Oh, Ed's on. He's in New Mexico right now.
Yep. He's always somewhere in America.
Yes. So Ed says he worked as a programmer for 3 years before teaching.
Right.
Before that, his first job was working for his grandma in her panaderia.
Oh, cool.
Early Mart,
Nice.
California. Then as a lifeguard for the Early Mart pool. I'd love to see Ed as a lifeguard. That would be great. You got pictures, Ed, man. So he worked for the UCLA Department of Medicine as a clerk. Okay, he wasn't giving out. Let's see, and laptop repair for the UCLA Anderson School of Business. Wow.
So Ed is
impressive.
an awesome addition to or member of CV Tech Talk. because as a programmer and teacher, he's been helpful to me anyway, for sure. And in our CSTA group with what is computer science, why is computer science education important, right? Because he's an educator and someone from the industry, which we don't find a lot of, right? Unfortunately, there's not a lot of work educator, like the world of work and education. A lot of times educators are isolated from the world of work, right? So that's been pretty good.
And Brian says he needs to, on Twitter says he needs to get you on his podcast. You haven't been on it yet.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Cripple has.
Agreed.
Katie McNamara, going back to her first question one, says that she was late for her interview because a student needed help. Didn't share until middle of the interview that she was late because of the students.
Oh.
And it showed them that she makes it a priority. She got the job before she even got home.
That is awesome. Can you imagine interviewing someone and they said that?
Oh,
well, I'm sorry, I was working with a student, so I was late.
Howard Cuna from the Bay Area says he installed car stereos, worked at Haagen-Dazs, flower delivery, and AV setup. Also sold trumpets.
Oh.
So, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
I'm going to tell him what kind of trumpet I have.
So we're now on to question 3. So Judy says she's an MBA from Anderson School of Business from UCLA, where Ed used to work.
Oh, really?
As a clerk, or no, he was laptop repairer there. So
I like that Judy is talking about why she became a teacher now. She said she became a teacher because of her son's learning disabilities, and that gave her a heart for all learners. Nice. And she talks a lot about strengths-based learning, which I love. So that's great stuff.
So question 3 says, Captain Marvel's superpowers include flight and projection of energy beams. It's pretty awesome. What are your edu superpowers?
Edu superpowers. That's quite a question.
Yes, that's a loaded question. A powerful question.
Okay.
We're the most powerful superhero in MCU, so we got to go with powerful questions. Just saying. What would I consider?
Wow, that's a tricky one because you
see, Josh Harris always talks about how his kung fu is strong.
Yeah.
So that's made me think of this question.
Ooh.
I was picturing Josh Harris doing kung fu. That'd be hilarious.
This is interesting.
I would say
EDU's superpowers. Man.
I would say mine would be I can pretty much look at any lesson and find some kind of creative, meaningful way to integrate tech to increase, empowerment and learning.
You're very good at connecting using tech, but connecting to student lives.
Yeah. Also,
with any lesson. Nora's here. Hey, Nora.
Yeah, what's up, Nora? Hopefully you're not stuck in the elevator. That's an old joke, but it was funny.
I don't know the joke, but you say it like every time that Nora joins, so I know the joke even though I don't know why. Yeah. It's funny.
She got stuck in the elevator.
Oh, Kimberly Vogue has a good answer. She says her EDU superpowers are simplifying seemingly complex tech-based work, scaffolding training for adults,
nice,
honoring the fact that it is hard for people to reach out and ask for help, making PD fun and meaningful. That is great. Yep. That is awesome and a wonderful. I'm just gonna say that is awesome. Way to be, Kim Vogue.
We have someone else new here, Ronan.
I just saw that.
Says he accidentally met a girl. She's a teacher. The rest is history. You can't think of a better profession. Well said, Ronan.
All right.
He's from Ethiopia.
Cool.
He's an EdTech team blogger.
Okay.
Certified trainer. All right.
Very nice.
So, man, we are all the way in Africa tonight.
I love it.
Wow. Ethiopia.
And all the way, where's Ed? Where's Ed again?
New Mexico. We have St. Louis.
Okay. No elevator tonight, though. Nora's not in a. Oh, George was on Facebook. That's Canada.
Yep. Yeah. We're international tonight, man.
It happens on a Jersey. Say
Yeah.
Jersey,
Jersey's
Brian.
like a whole other country.
All right. And I think the only reason he's up is because
Amy Downs has an interesting answer for 3. She says that asking questions, there's so much to learn. Never stop learning. Never stop
Good.
asking questions.
That's a good one.
Going back to question 1, Jennifer Scott says she planned to teach 4th grade, but interview with junior high principal with an EdTech grant took her to 8th grade. Now she's been there for 19 years.
Nice. Jennifer Scott, I don't see her on here.
She just came on. Just came on.
Oh, cool. There it is. Awesome. I will welcome her.
Scott.
Very cool. All right. So
So,
Amy's
yeah.
strength is she is a learner.
Yes.
That is quite a strength.
Yeah. So Judy says it's Kim Vogie, not Vogue.
Oh, is that right?
Or Vogie. I don't know.
Oh, Vogie?
Is it a hard
Or
G or a soft G?
I just had
Judy.
I had only seen it and not heard it. So that's
Yeah. Well, she just tweeted me. She asked me if I'm going to be a Q. I'm like, yes, I will be a Q.
Yes.
So I'll find out for sure. If it's a hard G, a soft G,
yes.
or it's you can say the E at the end. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll
I'll
find
try with Judy because they're both from the OC. So.
out. All right.
All right. So question 4 just dropped. So in the upcoming Captain Marvel movie comes out tomorrow, Captain Marvel is mentored by a Kree warrior named Yon-Rogg. That's an alien name, so don't criticize me. So give a shout out to those who have mentored you as an educator. So it's time for some shout outs. Okay, time for a shout out to anyone who mentored you. Let's see. All right. It's 4, right? Yeah. All right.
I love it. Judy says being a learner is her #1 strength.
Yep.
Awesome. Look, we've got Kim, who is now on both Facebook and
Double
Twitter.
dipper.
Love it. Love it.
So is Judy. She's double dipping.
It's always a good thing. Double dipping.
Okay, we're not watching that movie right now.
It's a fun movie.
Yes, it is.
I couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. David Platt said that he has laser beams that come out of his eyes and hypersonic hearing. Do you have a teacher like that? Did you ever have a teacher like that?
Mr. Young was like that.
But, I mean, we know David Platt, so, we know a real superhero teacher. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. Yes, Kim, we were wondering how to pronounce your name because we probably said it incorrectly. Tab hopping, love it. Love it. Tab hopping. I haven't heard that term, have you?
No, that's a new
That's a good one,
That's
tab
a new
hopping. I love that. I think I might use that someday. I agree, Judy. David Platt is supersonic, for sure. Brian says you have to be patient to be an educator. That is definitely the truth. I would definitely agree with that. Absolutely. Ooh, Ed's got some great answers here. He said that his superpowers are he can eliminate math anxiety in a single bound. He has witty, unpredictable teaching and natural game. And his
Okay.
Spotify playlists move the crowd like Osmati. Did I say it right?
Yes.
And he networks like Martin Modis. Nice.
So let's see. Here we have Rafael Rodriguez from Visalia. He's up to 3rd grade from Visalia. His
Cool.
his favorite superhero is the current Miss Marvel, which was what Captain Marvel was called before she became a captain. If you know the comics, that's kind of.
I
what it is.
don't, but that's
So
cool.
He obviously knows the actual history of Captain Marvel, not just the what we see on.
Okay, we know Kim how to pronounce Kim's last name
How
now.
is it?
It's
How is-
Vogie. Hard G, right?
Okay.
Vogie.
Okay,
Rhymes with
Vogie.
key. Vogie.
Vogie.
Vogie or Vogie? Where's the first syllable or the second syllable?
Yes.
Vogie or
That's
Vogie?
that's what we need to know.
Yes.
Yeah, so
But at least we got it better now.
So my edu mentors would include the ever vivacious Chris Young at Young US History 1, which I don't think he was on Twitter anymore. He used to a lot. The old retired homies Jody and Thomas and Becky Ramirez, who got me through year 1 with my Wednesday cough syrup. You know what the cough syrup was?
You told me, but I forgot.
Costco used to sell those little chocolates in the shape of different liquor bottles with the actual liquor inside. We're walking around and just quietly handed me a handful of cough syrup. And yeah, they got me through year 1, which was a rough one. I'll more like tech wise would be the Reverend John Cripo, Joe Marquez, who's always giving me new stuff, and the homie Ed, who's kickstarted my career like nobody else did. Okay. My mom, the first teacher I knew.
Oh, there you go.
Sir Alex Ferguson, because nobody knows how to lead people like Sir Alex, and the late Coach Jim Sweeney. So quite a few people have been involved in all this.
So I put in my mentors.
Jen, George, and John.
Huh? Yeah, Jen for sure. My current supervisor, who's amazing. I wanted to put my former superintendent when I was there, Matt Navo, but he's not on Twitter.
Yeah.
But he definitely, I would not be in the job that I'm in. I wouldn't have gone into ed tech as, what's the word? As deeply and as quickly if I had not had his mentorship. So thank you to him. Thanks, Matt, even though you're not on Facebook or Twitter. All right. It's kind of fun since so.
Actually, I forgot that I also had to add another one there. I had to put Matt Miller in there because.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one time he featured a tweet on one of the blog, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I can do this.
You know who else has been? I don't know that I'll say mentor because that's a little strong. Like I feel like for a mentor, they have to have like a relationship where they're talking with you on a more regular basis. But someone that has been a huge support to us, a couple people, is Sarah Thomas.
Oh yes.
And also, I would say Tara Martin.
Yep.
So and Sylvia Duckworth.
Yes, Sylvia's been huge.
So those 3 people, even though I don't know that I'd go so far as to say mentor, I would say they've definitely been inspirations and
aspects
supporters.
Of a mentorship there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, the word mentor means.
I think they mentored just kind of like not even realizing it.
Agreed. They certainly inspired us and encouraged us. All right, Raphael is here.
Yep. Let's see if he's gonna go see the movie tomorrow.
He's gonna go see it tomorrow, like us.
I don't know. I'm gonna see.
You're gonna find out. Cool. I'm gonna say those 3 people that I mentioned. I'm gonna add them on here as
all right. Hey, Rob, my compas here. That's right.
Sarah Thomas.
All right, question 5 just dropped.
Sarah Martin.
And Captain Marvel is part of Star Force, an elite team of galactic fighters.
Ooh.
What edu teams are you a part of, and what do you bring to the table? So what teams are you part, and what's your role in that team is pretty much what
that's a good question.
So, I mean, normally if you're a teacher, you are part of many teams.
True.
So what are you a part of?
Also, if you are connected to a PLN,
yes,
you also are, those are other teams that you have.
Yep.
So go to that one here. Oh. Uh-oh.
What?
I noticed something.
What? I know what you're going to say. Calm down.
What am I going to say?
Apart.
Yeah, it's a grammatical error. It's very common. It's very, very common.
I was rushing to get these.
I know, and I've done this. Not with that grammatical error. I don't make, but I've made plenty of others. Yep. But I take after my grandma, who I don't go this far, but my grandmother, who by the way did not have a college education, but was the most educated person I know, reading all the time, studying, researching, just for fun. So anyway, she is the type of person that would write a letter to the newspaper and correct their grammar. So I have a little bit of that not more than a little bit, huh? More than a little bit. I do have that in me. I try to be nice about it. All right. Okay, so EDU Teams a space. Obviously, CV Tech Talk. Obviously, Tulare COE.
So I would say on campus, I'm part of the Social Science PLC, and I bring tech integration to the team, obviously. I'm also part of the Google EI, the Innovator Universe. And I bring an enthusiasm to learn from all the great innovators out there.
Okay.
That's the best part of the innovator is who you meet and you learn from.
Agreed. Mark Wendell's here.
Mr. Wendell.
Newly certified educator.
Yep.
Google certified educator.
And
congrats.
He went beast mode and did it on his own.
Ooh, he didn't even go with everyone else,
He didn't want to wait for, the whole team, the middle school team to do it. So I don't even need a coach. I got this.
I love that.
Boom.
Love it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think I like everything about Mark. Only thing he needs to improve upon is choice of baseball team. Because, Dodgers, A's, But, it's all right, Mark.
Judy, we miss you and look forward to seeing you at Q as well.
Yes.
Very excited. It's next week. I can't believe it. Believe it. This has been a crazy whirlwind year, and not in a bad way, but it just is.
Let's see. Kimberly Vogie, we got it. Says that she's part of the EdTech team, Q Bowl, Q19, Tulsa Chat, and she brings creative PD ideas to her district and beyond. She's been told that she's the glue on various teams. Like different people together. You always need that person on a team that's glue, that does all the dirty work, doesn't get the headlines. But,
that's true.
But the headliners get the headlines because of the glue.
Amen.
Yep.
That is very true.
Here we have Dominique, Ms. Biello. She's from, let me see, where's Dominique from? She's from Visalia.
Oh, cool.
She's local. Yeah, she went to Tech Rodeo.
Nice.
She's part of the PBIS leadership team on her campus, part of AXA, and she's an induction mentor.
Very cool.
Ed's online. He's saying that he's part of the Q mothership that's inspired him, connected him, and empowers him. He says he always returns to the mothership. He says the Q Tank clan is the subset of the mothership that I feel more connected to because of our similarities, shared empathy, and appreciated unique styles. That's right, Ed.
Cool.
Q Tank for life. And Amy from Visalia says, drop some name drops quite a few CV Tech Talkers here.
Oh, cool.
Ed.
Nice.
Eddie from Bakersfield.
Oh.
Susan Stewart.
Yay.
You and I.
Oh.
John Carippo. Alice Keeler.
Okay.
Jim Bentley. And Mike Niehoff.
Nice. Oh, I love that.
So Amy's keeping it local. That's great. That is great. So in case you guys are wondering, you were earlier, we're drinking Caparoni from San Miguel, California, just up the road from Paso Robles.
Basically Paso.
Very small winery, the best value in Paso. Everyone says, hey, why don't you raise your prices? You're killing us. Because the quality of wine for $13 a bottle, you cannot beat it. We love it because it's unfiltered.
I think it tastes like a $50 bottle of wine. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
I would pay $50 for that wine.
Thank Jeff White for taking us out there.
Yes. Yep. Oh, look, Judy said you just mentioned a bunch of her CV faves.
That's right.
That was thanks to Amy Downs, though.
Amy Downs.
saying state Amy Downs.
Amy Downs. She changed it.
You're right.
She changed it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got question 5 dropping soon, I'm assuming. A minute or
Dan
two.
Sweeney just dropped in on Facebook Live. What's up, Dan? Good to see you since the last tailgate. I did drop your dad's name on one of my education mentors. Taught me a lot how to lead people. Your dad, great man. So question 6 just dropped. So question 6 is: the shape-shifting Skrulls, the enemies of Captain Marvel, can appear as anyone. How do you shape-shift to meet the needs of colleagues and students? So in other words, we have to wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're the sheriff. Sometimes we're the. So the one we do, we're these bitches.
I love haters.
Yep. Always got to deal with the haters.
Yeah.
You have to shape-shift. We have to wear a lot of hats.
Okay. Meeting the needs of, what's interesting is you just didn't say in this question just students, also colleagues,
Yep.
right?
Shape-shift back and forth. Colleagues, I would have to say, I often try to appear simply as a sounding board. People just have stuff they got to get off their chest. Oh, that's so Amy also says that she is part of Visalia EDU, Visalia.
Oh, yeah.
She brings the ideas to the table.
Love it. Hey, look at Jen from NorCal's here as well.
All right. She just got home from a night of learning about student TED Talks. That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Over here. All right. Kim Vogie. Hey, you're on double dipping.
All right.
She says that in the classroom, you base your teaching moves on formative assessment. Well said. Do the same with teachers in tech. You have to watch the face you make.
Yes.
Take care of those who play Stump the Trainer and leave them better able to meet the needs of students. Outstanding.
That's good. Stump the Trainer.
That deserves a retweet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. That's great. Good stuff. I love those who try to stump.
Oh, it's kind of fun.
And they're just trying to do it for the sake of doing it, not because they really can.
Right.
But they're, I guess that's why I deserve it. I'm the same way.
I'm like that too.
Yeah. So
that's why I like it.
Yeah. There we go. Looks like Mike Niehoff is lurking. Well,
Nice.
He got mentioned, so maybe he's lurking now. Ryan says he doesn't tell people about shapeshifting, that he's a shapeshifter. He'd give it away.
I like that.
Yep. It's more.
Sure.
All right. We got any coming? All right, going back to our superpowers, we have Miss W Teaches. She says her education superpowers would be putting in the effort to learn things on my own to advance tech and differentiation for my students. That's definitely a superpower. Going back to question 2 about what you did before you're an educator, Rafael Enriquez says his first job was working at Blockbuster, which came up with his students this past week, having explained them the concept of having to rent movies at a store was a fun conversation. It shows how really famous media and content are today. Now that's cool. That's funny how he says Blockbuster because one of the scenes in Captain Marvel, she's going to crash land into a blockbuster.
Oh, that is
Because the movie
funny.
takes place in 1995.
That is funny. That's
So,
very funny.
Really. Anybody our age already knows that it wasn't a Friday night unless you were at Blockbuster. You had to get there early enough to grab the movies you wanted.
That's right.
Yep.
So check out Bill Huber's comment. This is an interesting answer. He's saying he doesn't like the idea of flipping. He wants to be authentic in all his conversations, which is an interesting point. So, yeah, I would agree. You don't want to shapeshift in the essence that you're like lying.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like what he's saying about being authentic. I think that's really important. Oh, Mike Niehoff is Judy's mentor.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's right. Yes, he is.
All right.
We have Jen Ellison. She says, one summer, she's going back to what she did, question 2, but what she did before teaching.
Mm-hmm.
One summer, I worked at an assembly line making voting booths. I started as a riveter and was promoted to light bulb tester.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, did she make the voting booths in Florida in the 2000 election?
Ask her.
Is she responsible for the hanging chads? I'm going to ask her. Light bulb tester.
That's
nuts.
Great.
That's a great story.
Classic. Classic right there. That's classic. All right, when's question 7 dropping?
Pretty soon.
All right.
In a minute. Dominique Biello, she says, shape-shifting makes me think about moving between coaching, consulting, and collaborating. Move between these with students as well. That's great. That's a great metaphor right there.
Okay.
Question 7 just dropped.
Oh.
Okay, so the upcoming Captain Marvel movie tomorrow is a coming-of-age story.
Mm.
In your career, how have you evolved or come of age?
So it didn't drop on TweetDeck for me yet, so I gotta wait. Yeah. There it is. Just a moment behind. Just a moment. All right.
Say my coming of age is has to do with my mindset of technology. When I first started, I honestly, and I look myself, I just like embarrassed. I used to think that you're gonna use technology. Well, you need to. That's a privilege. You have to earn that privilege by exhibiting all these old school stuff, and then I'll let you use it. Okay. I've kind of gone the other way.
Interesting. Okay.
I used to think that.
Okay.
It's only I just completely flipped it on that one. Jen Ellison's back question 4 is giving a shout out to her first principal, who pushed her to focus on developing her craft. Her second grade teacher encouraged her to write even though she couldn't spell, and it made me want to teach and be just like her. That's a nice little shout out there. Bill Huber, he says, for question 7, his coming of age, as a young teacher, by taking the leap and moving from teacher to admin, and now somewhere new in a much, much larger district. That's quite a jump there.
Okay.
Let's see. Kim Vogie says, as a young teacher, I stayed in the lines pretty much. You hate that. 25 years in.
Not my thing.
And I will do what's best for kids, even if it pushes the boundaries.
Nice.
Amen to that.
Nice. Very nice.
So we have the Dominique Biello keeps showing up.
Okay.
Well, thanks to Amy Downs.
That's right.
Oh, and Amy, I forgot to send you the questions in advance. That's my bad.
You did.
I thought I was going to, but it was like 5 o'clock when I found the schedule.
Oh.
I was working with kids until 5 o'clock today.
Right.
They were doing error analysis in their last benchmark.
Yeah.
And the ones that came in, I couldn't believe they actually showed up today. Like, oh, you showed up?
That's good.
You're actually going to do it? Take me up on the offer?
That's very cool. Just-in-time learning, Judy says. Nice. You cannot make people learn.
Jen Nelson's the one that said that she made the voting booths.
Oh.
So I asked her if she's responsible for the hanging chad. She goes, I can neither confirm or deny.
Nice.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
All right.
There we go. Don't start with the why, start with the who.
That's right.
Let's start with the why. That was a few years ago.
It really was.
Yep.
That was years ago. We need to move on, people.
Yep.
That's a blog post I'm going to write about how if you're in the clouds of your why, you're never going to be able to serve. You need to be grounded.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be grounded and be with your people. You need to be present with the people you serve, or they're going to think you've got your head in the clouds,
Mm-hmm.
talking about your why, when really it's about your who. It's about who you are serving right there, that moment. That's what's important. So that is a blog post idea that I have on my list. Have you seen this?
Are you just saying that because George is watching?
No.
Okay.
Have you seen this list?
Yes, I've seen it.
No. It's crazy now. Check this out. Check this out, people. Hold on. So I use Google Keep to voice type my ideas for blog posts. I want you to see how long this is. Can you guys see this? Can you see this?
No, it's too bright.
Look. Yeah, they can see it. Look. That's how much I think about while I'm driving. It's a little crazy.
Yeah. I've been sitting on a blog post for about 2 weeks now.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it. It's about
a
halfway
thing.
done about formative assessment in plain sight.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I just
It's going to be a good one. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, Dominique says she teaches with a much more student-centered approach. Yep. Excellent, excellent.
Yep, I think a lot of us used to be very teacher-centered. Used to be about showing off what we know rather than what kids can do. I was definitely.
That was very common.
I was definitely guilty of that.
That was very common.
When the superintendent came through, I wanted to show off what I knew. Not anymore.
It's about the kids.
No more sage on the stage.
But a lot of that comes from leadership. So
well, I wouldn't blame leadership then.
Okay.
If that's today, then I would say there's a leadership issue. Back then,
okay,
that was par for the course, especially as a history teacher.
Fair enough.
That's just the way it was. I didn't know any better.
I will say that I made a conscious decision as a coach at a site to tell teachers, I am not looking at you, I'm looking at student work. And so in doing so, every time I would take pictures to post on our journal, the journal that I would create to get teachers to collaborate together and have organic conversations. The focus was I never took pictures of teachers, never. I always took pictures of kids and what they were doing. Yeah. And it shifted the culture and the mindset of the teachers because they realized, oh, Catherine doesn't really care what I'm doing as long as the kids are learning. Yep. I'm like, yeah.
We got Nick Aguina.
Yeah.
From the Chicago area.
That's right. Hey, Nick, are you coming to ISTE? I don't remember if I asked.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Well, that's where we met him in real life.
We have Gabe Romero in the house. You'll like this story.
Okay, tell me a story.
One detail only. Okay. Gabe Romero sliced through the wedge on kickoff against USC in the Freedom Bowl and dropped. I'm going to go on. He was either Estes Creighton or Travis Hanna. I forget which USC douchebag it was, but dropped him and then celebrated. It was great.
That is great.
Boom.
That is great.
If you go to my YouTube channel to that game, you'll see it.
I love that. That is a great story.
Wait, hold on. That's a different Gabe Romero. I'm sorry. That's.
Oh, it is?
That's an old student.
There's two Gabe Romeros, though.
My bad, dude. Old student.
Hey, you just made him think he's a superhero. He is a superhero anyway.
Yes. Yeah, that's the old
That's
girl.
funny.
Not the former Fresno State guy. My bad.
Oh, that's
all right,
hilarious.
All right. You can tell your friends.
You know, you've done this before with people that have
because I have quite a few friends with the
last
same
names.
name on Facebook, and I just kind of can't see the icon completely.
That's funny.
Guessed.
Nick, we will be at ISTE as well, so
All right,
looking forward to seeing you.
Are you going to the Energizer, Nick?
Oh yeah, it's
because we're gonna be there, of course.
Of course,
you know
of
us.
course. We will also be at the EdTech Coaches Playground.
That's right. That's kind of our thing.
So be sure to go to that. It's a good one. There's some good stuff there.
It's always fun.
Amy Downs is talking about SEL. Absolutely. Yes, so important. Social emotional learning. So important. This is great, Katie. My 22-year-old self may have been a tad cocky as a presenter. Maybe.
What happened?
Katie's talking about how when she was younger, she was a little bit cocky as a presenter. It's not an age thing, I think, sometimes. Nick says he's coming to the Energizer. Awesome.
Right, so we're gonna hang out.
Oh, Judy won't be at the Energizer because she's coming, but you're still coming on the 23rd. Awesome. Judy, you should come to the playground too.
We're going to go for beers and cheesecake. Cheesecake.
Let's do it.
Cheesesteak. My God.
Cheesecake? I mean, I like cheesecake.
2 days.
I like cheesecake.
Yes. All right, so question 8 just dropped. It's been said that Captain Marvel is the most powerful hero in all of Marvel Comics. In your career, what has been the most powerful lesson you have learned?
Man, the most.
Most powerful lesson that you have learned.
It's quite a question. Hey, we've got someone new on. Deanna from Edinburgh University.
Ooh, Edinburgh's it's like Pennsylvania or something up there.
Okay.
I believe.
Gonna make sure and welcome her. Okay. Let me go back to this question here. Amy said, don't rush. That's what she learned. Most powerful lesson.
I'm going to say the most powerful lesson that I learned was pretty much that students today are not wired the same way people my age are. What worked for me in school likely does not work for them. You gotta remember, these kids today do not know the world without the internet.
That's right.
I mean, they don't even know the world without Wi-Fi.
True.
And it's such an expectation. And there's I think it was Adam Welcome always talks about you can't use landline strategies for Wi-Fi kids. Yep. That's a great metaphor there. And when I'm coaching, and especially with resistant teachers, that metaphor really, I've seen it resonate with them.
What about when they talk about electromagnetic frequencies coming from the computers and such?
In the Axon magazine.
This one?
God, how did that get past the publisher?
I am shocked.
I cannot believe it. He's pretty much comparing. He says he's trying to be a little dramatic, but
no.
I'm sorry, you still crossed the line, bro.
He crossed the line. You want me to read it?
He's trying to compare all the different Wi-Fi signals in the ambient crap is akin to fallout from Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I'll read it. Let's not misquote.
It's ridiculous.
Let's not misquote.
Yes.
The dangers of electromagnetic radiation is the subtopic here, the header. And it says, down a ways here, it's only slight hyperbole to suggest today's classrooms are like Hiroshima fallout to developing bodies and brains.
Really? I don't think he has a history
I think it's a bit dramatic.
Because I don't think he ever saw, read and seen the pictures
offensive.
Of the people who suffered at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's just...
So devices and Wi-Fi in classrooms are like Hiroshima?
You're going to go there, bro? Sorry.
Come on, dude. No. Too far.
Too far. It's Ash Wednesday.
Too far.
I'm trying to hold on to my Jesus right now.
It was too far.
When I read that.
We can't ask him a question because he's not connected on Twitter.
That's
right.
So
we can't ask him a direct question.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, because that'd be too many.
Oh, yes. And I hope he didn't type that article on a computer because, the Wi-Fi would have scrambled his brain. I don't know. According to what he said there. Just saying. I'll get off my soapbox. Dominique Biela says that her greatest lesson was learning of a growth mindset and how powerful it is. It opens so many doors. Could not agree more. Could not agree more.
All right. It's almost time.
It's almost time. Wow. It's been
quite a chat. Very exciting. Some great people on tonight. As always, to be honest. Dominique's talking about a growth mindset. That's her most powerful learning. Good stuff. Brian used to juggle while teaching in K2.
Brian
Costello. That's what we said.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Totally believe that.
So we had to juggle. They tried to teach us to juggle at the Innovator Academy in Toronto. So you know what I did? Because I tried like 2 times and I was like, can I get the point? Understand? But I just don't want to do it.
Oh, we have a fellow innovator and trainer from Phoenix.
Oh,
Karen
nice.
Mensing.
Perfect.
Jumping in. She says, do what's right, not necessarily what's required.
Ah, that's
right
good.
and required aren't always the same thing. That's a great way to put it. Question 8. Cannot. That's good. That's a good one. That deserves a retweet. Here we have Ed.
It's a good one.
Ed says the teenage prefrontal cortex is not developed until maybe after high school if the brain is exposed to drugs or alcohol or at an early age. Sometimes it's delayed or never develops.
Yeah.
Says not all students have the same privilege of a good home life. And number 3, he learned that empathy solves a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Agreed. Lead with empathy.
Yep.
Always. Always, always,
Ed.
always.
Ed probably typed that with his elbows.
So funny. All right. Ha! Karen says when it comes to, I did this all the time. When it comes to classroom innovation, ask for forgiveness, not permission. I would try something, not ask permission, wait for it to work and wait to have proof, and then there's no way they could have told me shouldn't have done that. And if they did, I said, well, it worked. Here's the data, because they all want data. Here's the data that proves that it was better for my kids, and then there was nothing they could say.
That's right.
Boom.
Yeah, mic drop.
Just saying.
So it is 8 o'clock, and it's been a whirlwind hour. Great. We went straight up international.
Yep.
You know,
all over.
We went across many states.
And countries.
This has been the most.
We were also in Canada and
Africa in a while.
I love it.
We went to Africa. It's freaking awesome.
It is awesome.
To Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It's freaking cool.
Very cool.
That makes me think of Superman. You know why?
Why?
Because Superman 1, that's where Lex Luthor found kryptonite that he used against Superman.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's superhero themed tonight, so of course I throw that in there.
By the way, if anyone has any ideas of themes that they would like to see on CV Tech Talk, please let us know. We are open to
drop us a message on the Facebooks or Twitters, and we will take it into consideration.
Absolutely.
We have people still going. We have Miss W Teaches says standards aren't everything. Relationships are. Build those connections.
So I like to say that we teach beyond the standards.
That's right.
So it's not to say that we ignore standards, but it's not about just the standards. If all you're teaching is standards, how are you helping
children?
Right.
Not standards.
Right. Right. Very good point.
That's another great lesson I learned.
That is a good one.
I should drop that for question 8 again.
It's a very good one.
That's right. All right. Well, it's been a long couple of days.
Agreed.
Thanks for being here with us. I'm Adam.
I'm Catherine.
We're Cat, and this has been another edition of
CV Tech Talk.
Oops. Don't cuss.